Let's go. Hey, Michelle with Treecat here. How you guys doing this morning? It's Saturday and we're fully caffeinated, or at least getting there. If you're not energy drinking or coffeeing with me, I suggest you go get your beverage and let's go, because we're talking about some reselling truths today. Why? Well, I was inspired by my father-in-law. Hello, John, if you're watching. He told me about a book a while ago, um, and it was called Radical Honesty by Brad Blanton. It's from a long time ago. It's an old book, but it kind of the philosophy is kind of like, let's just be real. Let's just, we don't want to hurt people's feelings, but we want to get to the bottom of things and the truth, because once you have the truth, then you know how to fix things, right? Or you know how to address things. So, in the spirit of radical honesty, I would like to share with you the 5 top things about reselling that aren't great. All right? Let's just be real. We're going to be so real today. We're not going to sugarcoat things, we're going to salt coat things. This is just real talk and it's facts, okay? So, and you guys know that these are real, right? When you're a reseller. So, just to kind of give you a understanding of what I'll be talking about this morning is, 1, the top 5 reselling truths and how to address them. 2, I'm going to give a demo of our AI autofill, which is, by the way, it's 5 times faster now. And 3, I'm going to open up the chat and answer your questions. So go ahead and ask those questions and put those in the chat. And at the end, we can address them. Okay, so let's start with the number 1 reselling truth. And that is, it's not passive income. A lot of people will tell you that it is, but it's not. It requires constant effort, sourcing, cleaning, photographing, listing, pricing, shipping, and managing your inventory. Okay, it's not set it and forget it, but there are things that we can do about that. Okay, it's gotten a lot more easy since the advent of AI and automation. So, what am I doing about it? Well, I am using AI, right? I mentioned last week that I'm using AI for pricing research, hashtag research, market research, writing product descriptions with AI. I'm doing my photo editing using AI. And now I'm using Treecat's AI powered cross listing, and it's working pretty good. I'm excited to show you it. In terms of automation, let's see. Well, I'm using some things there as well that make my life a lot easier. And that's the automatic sales detection and auto delisting, so that if one item sells, Treecat takes the other 2 down for you. You don't have to press a button. That happens while you sleep 24/7. So that's been really helpful too, taking a lot of stress out of my efforts. Um, what else? What else in terms of, oh, well, the Poshmark sharing, right? Poshmark sharing and the D-list, realist. So really quickly, let me show you what I'm doing in terms of Poshmark. So yeah, Poshmark sharing is super awesome because it's basically just set it and forget it. So I don't know if you can see these 2 buttons. All you have to do is you go into settings and then you go into Poshmark closet sharing, click the blue button, quick schedule all day follower share. It's going to share your items from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. To your followers every day, all day. All you have to do is press this little button right here, which looks like a play button, and it'll start it. And then it turns orange. Okay, you never have to press that button again. This happens in perpetuity. Second thing you want to do is you want to click the blue button that says quick schedule nightly party share. Click that button and press the play button, and now you're good. It's going to be sharing to the nightly party, right? Not just to your followers, but to everybody on Poshmark. So this is a set it and forget it thing. So while the whole of reselling is not a set it and forget it thing, there are things that you can do to make your life a lot easier, and that's one of them. Okay, in terms of the D-list, realist, that's another automation that I'm using. right? And what you can do is you can schedule things or you can do them one at a time. So, what you can do to schedule things to delist, relist is you just go and you find your things that you want to delist, relist, and you can click on them. And then you go to main actions and then you go to delist, relist 3 items. Okay. Or you can do 10 items or however many items you want to do. And you can tell it, hey, I want to do a one-time delist relist on eBay on these items for eBay Poshmark and Mercari. Or you can say, well, actually, I actually want to schedule it so it happens every like I don't know, maybe 21 days, right? And then you confirm the selection, and then you accept it. I'm not going to run that right now, but that's how you would do your scheduled delist relist. And so you just set it up, and then it's going to happen for you every 21 days. Or you can just do it, just a one-time deal if you want. So those are some of the automations that I'm using. And like I said, you should maybe start embracing AI and automation if you haven't already, because a lot of the stuff out there that I'm talking about is free, right? So a lot of the things that I do, writing the product descriptions and doing the hashtag research and the market research. This is all using free AI tools. And with Treecat, if you are cross-listing with us, a lot of our automations are free. So you can have free and unlimited Poshmark sharing and free and unlimited delist relisting if you're cross-listing with us. So that's pretty cool. And so, yes, the passive income is a myth, but things are becoming a little bit better. So that's really cool. All right. Number 2, top out of top 5 reselling truths. Number 2 is sales are unpredictable. That's just a fact, right? We're keeping it 100 here. Sales are going to be unpredictable due to market trends, due to seasonality, due to the different platform algorithms, frankly. Sales can fluctuate. And also, even experienced sellers are going to face periods where their items just don't move. I've If you notice patterns, right? You can notice like at the end of the month, people aren't buying as much. Why is that? Because they don't have any money left at the end of the month. In the summertime, people aren't buying that. Why is that? Well, because they're out doing fun things and they're not on their computer buying stuff as much. Tuesdays are a day when I don't get a lot of sales. Why is that? People, they're getting back to work, getting back to the grind, and maybe people are buying, at night, or maybe people are buying in the morning. So there's patterns that we can recognize about sales. And then what are we going to do about this, right? What are we going to do about unpredictable sales? Well, one, we're going to acknowledge the patterns, acknowledge the truths. And two, we're going to do things that help us stay competitive, like cross-listing. Cross-listing helps us diversify, right? And we're going to use features like the scheduled delist relist, scheduled Poshmark sharing so that our items remain fresh and get more eyeballs, increase impressions and visibility, and boosting chances that your sales can get more visibility even in slow periods. The other thing that you want to do is you want to consider sourcing some seasonal items. So I started selling swimsuits. So I'll have some sales in the summer and in the spring. And I've also heard people like, researching different things that they can sell in the summer, like water shoes and things like that. So you can do your market research and see what sells in the summer and see if you can source some of that. Okay. Number 3, what we can do when we have unpredictable sales is um, use the end of the month and summer slowdown to ramp up listing, right? So that always sparks the algorithm when you have more things going on and you're listing new products. So you want to do this in preparation. So the end of the month, I am hitting it hard with my listings in preparation for the first of the month when people have money to buy things with, right? The other thing you can do, is you want to consider some of these free tools if you have a store that eBay allows you to do, like running sales, running promotions, sending coupons to your people that have bought from you before, and sending newsletters. And those things are free, and they can help you gain traction during times when things are slow. Okay, number 3, top 5 reselling truths. Storage and organization are crucial. I can't say this enough. So anybody who's in the reselling game knows that if you don't have a physical inventory system, you're going to be spending a whole lot of time looking for stuff when something sells. And that's not good. You want to be efficient with your time, right? Without the proper organization, you're going to risk losing track of your items, which is not good. And that can lead to having to cancel sales, which is really bad because you can get kicked off platforms if you can't fulfill your items because you can't find them. And we all know that's happened to all of us, right? So you don't want to waste a lot of your time searching for your items. So, one, what can you do about it? You can get control of your physical inventory and you can have an inventory system that's numbered and lettered. And you make a SKU for each item. And then you put that SKU in your eBay listing. There's a place to put the SKU. We also have a place to put the SKU in Treecat. So, when you're ready to jump into a virtual inventory management system, you can use Treecat for that. And you can search by that custom SKU. So, you know, you gotta keep things organized. You gotta have some real-time syncing and quantity handling, which Treecat does. And of course, our sales detection and auto delisting helps so that you don't double sell stuff. And there's another issue that can get you kicked off platforms because you double selling. You didn't realize one item sold, you forgot to take the other two down. Then they sell, and you can't find them. You have to. It's just really stressful. Okay. Yes. What else? Let's talk about the number four thing. The number four thing for us sellers when we're talking about the 5 reselling truths. And this is kind of something that I've been realizing lately. I can't be a lazy reseller anymore because competition is fierce. There's so many sellers now, there's so many platforms now, and standing out requires some effort. So you need to be pricing competitively. Of course, you need to be offering excellent customer service and you need to maintain high quality listings. Those are just the essentials, right? So, what can you do about the fact that competition is fierce? Well, you need an unfair advantage. And TreeCat IO is that competitive edge for you. So, AI powered efficiency, relisting, automation, premium tools like Poshmark sharing, they're going to give you the advantage that you need. Just saying. All right. All right. Number 5, top reselling truth. Not everything sells. Let's just be really real here. Not everything sells. Even if you're like the best reseller out there, you do the best research, some things just aren't going to sell as expected. And that was when I first started doing reselling. That was one of the biggest lies that I heard. Oh, eventually everything will sell. Just cross list it on this platform or cross list. Well, at some point, there's going to come a time when you have to acknowledge that not everything's going to sell, even if you've lowered the price enough, you've cross-listed it to all these other platforms enough, you've relisted many times. There is going to come a time when you realize that at this point, this item is just not worth my time anymore. And that's when you're going to get rid of your dogs. I call them my dogs. And what I use for that is I use Treecat's auto delisting. So what you do for that is you go to your inventory and you look for the items. You can search. We have this filtering system that allows you to search. So you can search in all kinds of different ways. Like you can search by date. Like you can put in right here. I want to look for things that were listed 28, 20, oops, 2025 or whatever date range, right? Did I list anything that day? So I can say, well, I want to select all of these items that I listed on 328, and I go to main actions and I say, I want to delist these 22 items. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it right now, but if you did want to do it, you'd say, I'm delisting them from all these platforms, and you'd confirm, and then it would delist it for you. So those are the 5 top truths, 5 top reselling truths. It's not passive income. You're going to have unpredictable sales. Storage and organization are crucial. Competition is fierce, and not everything sells. I'm just telling you the truth, people, but there are things you can do about it. And I'm really happy to be a part of Treecat that gives you all these awesome tools that you can use to make your life more efficient and make reselling a little bit less problematic. So while these truths can be tough, they're not insurmountable. And with the right strategies, tools, mindset, reselling can still be fulfilling and profitable. Okay. All right. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Moving on to the second part of our demo today. And that is me showing you our AI feature, cross-listing feature. All right. So let's go check this out. You're going to want to go to your inventory and you're going to want to select an item that you just listed. Like for me, I list it first on eBay. Treecat pulls it in automatically. I don't even have to do anything. And then I can select it and I can go to main actions and I can say, actually, I'm going to go into the item specifically. And I'm going to say, hey, autofill. Let's do some autofilling. Right now it's in beta. Okay. So you're going to click beta from eBay to Mercari. And then you click autofill. And it used to take 25 seconds, like 2 weeks ago. And now it's taking like 5, 6, 7 seconds. And that's it. It's really quick. Can you believe that in the span of 2 weeks, we've been able to get it 5x faster? I'm blown away. And like, we're just living in some pretty amazing times right now with AI. It's just exponentially growing so fast. And we're just able to do things so quickly with this. It's amazing, but it does have to be trained. So when I go to Mercari and I look and I see, okay, it put in the product name. Well, it's right now I have it on demo mode, so you can't see the product name, but it's the product name's there, the price is there, and it rounded it up. So in eBay, it was 26.98. It rounded it up to 27 on Mercari. It put in um, the the description, the category, put in the category correctly, the size. It put in my shipping, and it put in the condition and the brand. So now all I have to do is add the hashtags. So that's pretty cool. So I'm adding the hashtags and then I can tell it to list, right? And boom, there you go. That's your cross listing experience. Now, we are trying to make this experience better and it's in beta right now. So if you are interested and if you're an early adopter, we'd love for you to get some feedback for you because every category that we do, like right now, I'm in the clothing category, intimates, apparel, and so this category's gotten really streamlined, and we've been able to really make it better really quickly. But every category is going to come with its own issues. Like, for example, the other day I was listing something because I was trying different categories, right? And I was listing something that actually wasn't a category on Poshmark. So it didn't know how to categorize it. So, you know, like it was a car, it was a Chevy Spark car, what do you call it? Book, like the book that comes with cars. They don't actually have those on Poshmark. So I wasn't able to it wasn't able to find the right category. So there's going to be issues like that that might come into play. But so you always want to check everything, okay? So because if you're a new reseller and you don't realize that, like, oh, I can't list car manuals on Poshmark. It's not a thing on Poshmark. So that's why you're going to want to check and make sure and review what the AI put in for you. Okay. So yeah, so this is what we got here, people. It's going to keep getting better and better with your help. So I want you to try it out and let me know what you think, especially if you're in other categories besides clothing. I really want to get those nailed down and get those because we have to train it, right? And so yeah, so give us your feedback on that. Let us know where you're running into issues so that we can train it and make it better. Okay, so that's what we got today, people. And we got any other things we want to get to, let me know, Mr. Tree Cat. But it sounds like we can wrap it up. And if you have questions, you know how to reach out to us, right? We got our Reddit forum. We've got our question mark up here in the right-hand corner, which always gets obscured, frankly. Every time I try to make it bigger, I don't know, it always gets obscured, but it's right here. It's this question mark, and you can open up a trouble ticket. You can also reach out to us at support@treecat.io, not .com, .io, support@treecat.io. And yeah, that's how you can get a hold of us. We also have if you go on our website, just the regular Treecat, the first main page, you can set up oh gosh, this is so big. You can set up a personal training session with us, and that just takes you to Calendly. Although I don't see it on here anymore. That's weird. Oh, here it is. Free personal training. There we go. We switched things around a little bit. So this is the free personal training link that links to a Calendly. Calendly is something that you have to sign up for, but it's free. Like you just signed it up, and it's cool because it automates like all the reminders and stuff like that. So it really saves me a lot of time if you can register for your free personal training that way. Okay, so that's it today, guys. That's the real talk about the 5 reselling truths. And I wanted to just let you know about those and let you know about what you can do about them. And I hope you have a great weekend, and we will talk to you next time. Mahalo.